Hello and welcome to another video. It's been a little while since I posted and thought I would do this one today. This should be fun. Um, I This will obviously, well, maybe not. This will be an unboxing video of a one of my many expensive habits is or hobbies, I guess, is fountain pens. And I have I don't know. I have a good number of them, but most of them are relatively inexpensive ones that I just like to have and write with and whatever. But there's been a few. Um, I'm not going to call them my grail pens because I'm not quite that level of hobbyist. But there have been a few that I, actually really have wanted, and this is sort of one of them. I'll explain a little bit more after I get this opened, and make sure that first of all they sent me the right the right thing. I assume they did. This order came from I'm assuming I'm pronouncing it correctly. Truphae in South Carolina. It is a fountain pen store in Greenville, South Carolina, and they carry actually all kinds of other things in addition to fountain pens, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. I want to say high end, like collectibles, but it's mostly like pens and desk accessories and things like that. It's not like high end collectibles of, I don't know, other sort. It's like not like really antiques or nothing like that. It's very desk stationary type stuff. Um, but they have really cool stuff. So new stuff, and then they have resale of stuff also. Anyhow, I also get they have a couple subscription services with ink. And I think there's four different options that you can get. And some of them are just ink, some of them are ink and pen. I don't remember what else. But anyhow, I get one that is, I don't know, it's like $13 a month or something. And each month I get 5 samples of ink, and they're I don't know what the size is off the top of my head, but they are healthy samples, maybe 4 ounces or so. um, the little tubes are pretty full when I get them. I don't know, I might be wrong about that, but there's anyhow they're nice healthy samples, and so far I've been getting them for 3 or 4 months now. um, they've all been great quality inks, and I've really enjoyed them. But anyhow, today is not about ink; it's about a pen. Although maybe I should have some ink handy so I could do a um, writing sample with this. Maybe I'll pause and come back to that. Anyhow, Truphae store in Greenville, South Carolina, um, carry um, many brands, not all, but what is inside here should, oh, ignore my nails, should be a Pelikan, which is, even the cheap Pelicans are some of the finest writing instruments that exist. So let's tear this open and see. And my fingernails were long, and I just cut them all off, and now my hands are disgusting. So sorry. All right, here we go. Boop, boop. Let me pull this out because that's got my personal information on it. And ba-bam, Pelikan. Okay. Uh, Fountain Pen Day. This is from 2024, but anyhow, celebrated worldwide on the first Friday in November. So, little bookmark about Fountain Pen Day. So, mark your calendars. First Friday in November every year, Fountain Pen Day. There's usually some really great sales on some pens that do not go on sale otherwise, or often there will be like limited releases for Fountain Pen Day. So it's it's keeping an eye out if you're interested in fountain pens. Okay, but here is my Pelikan. Let's get this open. And this should be, yep, an M600, the very traditional style, black and blue stripes. The 600 with the gold trim. So let's go ahead and open it and see. The box indicates that that's what should be in here. The little hole to push with, Pelikan stuff, and so go ahead and I love their packaging. I mean, with the little hole at the end to push things out is just so smart. Oh, it's upside down. Okay. All right. Now, I'm excited, very excited to have this pen, and I will love it and cherish it and use it and all the things that you're supposed to do with a fine writing instrument. However, I really, really, really wanted the 605 with the rhodium silver trim. It still has a 14 karat gold nib, but it's plated in rhodium. Um, and I thought I bought one, but I'm so mad at myself. I went by what the picture was, and the description said black, but the picture it really looked blue. Anyhow, I bought one, and it is not blue; it is black. It's very nice, but and it's a 605, so it has the silver trim, but it's black. It is not actually. Uh, it is not. It is not blue, but it is here. My lighting is not good in here, but anyhow, this is um, the one that I bought that I thought I was getting. Let me see if I can put a little bit extra light on this. Is that helpful at all? No, not really. You know, one day I am going to get my lighting good for videos, I promise. Anyhow, this is the black, and the stripes in here are gray. They are not blue. They are not green. They are not brown. They are like a black or dark gray color. Um, Anyhow, it's a beautiful pen. It writes like a dream. It is, I mean, it is wonderful. I filled it up with Diamine Midnight and have been writing with it. It's a wonderful pen, but it's not blue. It's gray. Hopefully, this lighting will be good enough that we'll be able to actually see the blue. Um, I may have to rearrange things a little bit. Let's see. Okay, well, let's go ahead and open it up and see, because I've already been talking for 8 minutes and haven't even seen it yet. So they Pelikans come in this magnetic box, and as usual, they say passion on the inside. The pen comes in this little pleather sleeve. It says Pelikan on it. And the box just has the information and the warranty information and so forth. And then the tag of what it is what pen this is. So let's go ahead and set this off to the side. This little sleeve is it's not leather, but I mean it's a nice little sleeve. Nothing else comes in a little sleeve. So anyhow, I appreciate it. Okay, here it is, moment of truth. Ooh, excitement. Yeah, okay. I mean, even though it's gold, it's pretty. Oh, it's very pretty. And you can definitely see the blue. Oh boy. Yeah, no, this is really, really pretty. I'm done being mad now. I do still want a silver one, but this was this is worth it. The coloring is just gorgeous. Oh my god, I hate how terrible the lighting is in my house. Um, yeah, this is beautiful. Um, Pelicans are piston fillers, so this will have a piston fill. Um, it has the um, finial at the top with the I think I think this is a one chick, but I can't remember and I can't see very well because I don't have my glasses on. Anyhow, um, anyhow, it's gold, and I should know this if this is you know what I'm not going to try. Never mind. Let's just open it up and look at the nib. Ooh, ah, yes. Okay, so this has the bi-colored nib, so it's both gold and rhodium. Um, my other pen is all rhodium, by the way. Plated. It's got the 14 karat gold nib, but um, anyhow, this is a fine point. The black one that I have is an extra fine, um, and I like it, but the fine, even though I prefer to write with an extra fine point, um, the fine in this, which I have others, is just it's just fabulous. It's like writing on butter. Let me put that here. Actually, let me just pull out my little Pelikan collection. And there's one more. Okay. So here's the new one, the um, M600 Blue. This is the M605 Black. Um, and again, the stripes on here are silver. They're not black. But anyhow, that's this one. Oh, and this one, as I said, the nib is not dual colored. It's just all rhodium plated, even though it is a 14 karat gold nib. And then these two are M200. Well, this is an M200. This is a 205. The difference, of course, is um, the 100 number is the gold plating. The 05 is the silver plating. Um, anyhow, this one, this is actually the first Pelikan that I bought, and the 200 just has a steel nib. It's not a gold nib, but when I tell you that this little pen is probably, I don't know, it's a tough call between this one and my Pilot Vanishing Point Fine Point as to which one is a better writing pen. Um, more smooth. The Fine Point Pilot is like when I first got that pen and started using it, I was like, this, oh my gosh, this is, incredible. And then I got one with an extra fine because, again, I have pretty small handwriting and I prefer to write with a very fine tip. But the Japanese extra fine is a little, at least in the Pilot, is a little bit too fine for me. It works fine, but it doesn't feel as smooth when I write. Um, but the fine, oh my gosh, it is just, that pen is amazing. Actually, I have those both here too. Um, in case you didn't know, blue is my color. Um, Here's my vanishing point with the fine. This is the blue carbonesque pattern. And then this is a Decimo with the extra fine. And these are both Pilot. These are not Jinhao or Moonman or anything like that. Um, they're both, there's a lot there's a lot happening here. A lot of money happening here. um, anyhow, the this M200 with the steel nib writes, I mean, between these two, it's arguable, like really which one is better, because they're both absolutely amazing. This one, I just got this one recently, and I bought it brand new from a retailer, an authorized, retailer. And there's something wrong with the nib, and I don't know what it is. As well as I can tell, I don't have a loop, but I have like magnified looked at the nib, and it appears to be in alignment. But there's something off with this nib, because when I write with it, um, there's only one little sweet spot. The rest of the time that I use it, and hold it the way one would normally hold, regardless of what your, your pen holding style is. Anyhow, this one writes like it's a sailor, like it's scratchy. Um, the ink flows beautifully, um, but this, having the same exact nib as what's in this one, um, this one writes like a sailor. Now, to be fair, this is an extra fine point, um, but it's still a Pelikan. And Pelikan extra fines are, they are not comparable to Sailor, extra fine or whatever. This pen should not feel scratchy when it writes. Um, there's the ink flows nicely. There's not a blockage or anything like that. But anyhow, I contacted the retailer that I bought it from, and I said, something is not right with the nib. And I didn't ask them to tune it or anything before I bought it. I just bought it. Um, but anyhow, I contacted them and I said, there's something not right with this nib, because it's scratchy. And I am incredibly disappointed, because they wrote back to me and said that, I should check out some YouTube videos on ways to fix it. And I was like, okay, I realize this is only a 200-ish dollar pen. These ones are considerably higher. But you're like, I asked, I'm like, can I send it back for you to check the nib, or can we just, because it's a Pelikan, can we just send me a new nib and I'll send this one back? And they sent me, they didn't even give me any specific links. They just said, go check out some YouTube videos on how to fix nibs. And I was like, that is just wholly unacceptable to me. So, they didn't respond when I did respond, and I said, I think this is terrible customer service. You're sending me to YouTube, like not honoring the grand customer service that your website, says that you have. And I've bought plenty of things from this retailer before and had, great experiences, which is why I bought from them again. Um, but anyhow, I responded to the YouTube message, and I said, this is just unacceptable. Um, and they never replied, and they never replied. So I sent another message, because I was out of town for a little while. I sent another message and I said, um, uh, you know, are, are you not going to honor my request to, take a look at this nib for me? And that was, 2 or 3 days ago, and they have not replied. And I'm not outing the company name. I'm not going to do that. Um, but I am incredibly disappointed in, because this is not how the fountain pen community works. I mean, by and large, especially, the retailers are, they're fantastic, and they want to make sure that you have a great writing experience and get good quality items. And, um, so anyhow, um, this, the rest of them, I'll tell you where I got. This Decimo I got from, uh, Atlas Stationers. This, Carbonesque I got from, uh, um, either Goldspot or Goulet. I can't remember which. Um, this one is from Goldspot, I think. This one is not going to be identified, but I will tell you it's not from Gold Spot or Gridley. I've had amazing experiences with both of them. This one I got from eBay, and got a tremendous deal on it too. So I mean that makes it easier for me to not be quite as mad about not getting the blue pen that it's my mistake. I mean, I totally, it said it was black. I should have believed. But anyhow, and then this one, as you saw, as I opened it, this came from Truphae store in South Carolina. Um, but I love my pens. These are primarily my most expensive ones, but you know this Lamy All Star right here. This is the aquatic. This is my favorite pen. This is my favorite pen. I love this pen so much, and I use it so much. This is like my everyday carry. I love this pen. Um, I sometime I'll do a review of all my pens. Again, you can see I have an aesthetic. Like blue is is the way I work. Um, but anyhow, super excited for this one and to get it inked up. I've done enough talking on this, so I'm not gonna. Um, well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll pause and ink it up and then do a writing sample uh, with this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I was gonna ink it up, and then I decided I would just ink it up on the camera. So this is one of my favorite inks. It's Diatramentis Indigo Blue, and I had a hell of a time finding this. For a while. I don't know if it was sold out, or I hope it's not discontinued. I did finally find it and I bought 2 bottles of it. Um, but for a while, like no place had it. So anyhow, I love this ink. So let's go ahead and um, I am I don't know how good of a fill I will get in here, but we'll go ahead and um, give it a shot. I usually, with the piston fillers, I will just fill them and unfill them a few times to try and get as much of a good fill as I can. So we'll hope that this one was good enough. I know I should have just done a dip for a writing sample to begin with, but I'm not sending this pen back. I'm keeping this. So, um, yeah, okay. And I don't know how good that fill is, but I don't really care. All right. Just like everybody, I have an older Hobonichi here that I use to write, um, sampling in and stuff. So here it is, moment of moment of truth. Um, let's see. Ink is still getting flowing through here. This is really nice. This is really nice. The nib does have on it. We can't see it, but it does have the F for fine. But yeah, this is super nice. Just a little bit of flex. I mean, I'm not even putting any pressure on that. It's writing very, very nice. This one is this black one is the extra fine, and again, this has Diamine Midnight in it. So I think there's definitely it's minimal, but the extra fine is enough finer to be able to tell the difference in the two. And this, I mean, you could hear as I'm writing with it. There's not. I don't know. I guess it's feedback some, but um, like you can definitely hear the writing. I don't know if the microphone is picking it up or not, but it's not scratchy. Here, this one is the smooth, smooth, smooth. I can't remember what ink I have in here, but oh god, this pen is just perfect. And then this one, yeah, it feels like I just need to shave, like a little something off. It writes nicely, I mean, super, super nicely. And depending on how I hold it, it depends on the level of scratchiness. But again, it's a Pelikan. It shouldn't have scratchiness the way that it does. And I also shouldn't have to worry about totally finding a sweet spot with this pen either. There it is. There's a sweet spot right there. Shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to like mess around to try to find the right place to be able to write with that pen. But anyhow, this Truphae and Carolina. That this not reaching is my fault. I'm not holding myself straight. Yeah, this is nice, and it's yeah, I like it. Satisfied, happy. Thank you for watching and enjoying or not my terrible handwriting and my collection of relatively expensive pens. And I'll do another video sometime of all of my fountain pens. Spoiler alert, besides these Pelikans, most of the others are Lamy because I love I love a Lamy Safari or the All Star, whatever. I love that pen. but I also have some other fun ones that would be enjoyable to talk about and show, and talk about what I like about them. Some super cheap ones, even, by the way. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.